My computer's beside me, but it's a lagging, so I'm waiting to see if you can see my Mac good. Hi, Diane Collins. Thank you so much. That's the giveaway read for this week. Okay. To make a bow, you're going to need a bowdabra, a pair of scissors, 4 wire. I like to buy these from the Walmart. They're only $1. And it's the 26 gauge ribbon, wire. You're going to need your rose ribbon, which I have this one. It's gingerbread man, or candies, and all that fun stuff. And then I have this ribbon picked out too. Oh, it's a little bit out of frame in it. Thank you, Jane Marie. I haven't posted it yet. I want to put the ribbon and then I'm going to take pictures of it. Hi, Debbie. And then we have this ribbon also. I'm going to move the bowdabra out of the way for a minute while I'm showing the ribbon. And then, I didn't use this one on the wreath, but I thought maybe because it has a little bit of glitter and candies and gingerbread man. I absolutely love this one also. And then I picked out this one to go with it to bring in the pink of his cheeks and the red lips and stuff. And this is just one of my favorites. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take your ribbon. Okay, I think that's better. I'm sorry guys, this is my first time doing a live. To make your ribbon tails, and cut them like that. And then you want to ducktail them. So you want to fold them in half like a hot dog after you cut it off. Then take your scissors and ducktail that. And then you're going to want to do the same thing down here. Which mine is 15 inches for the ribbon tails. And then I'm going to go smaller as they go on. So that one was 15 inches. So the next ribbon is going to be a 14. So you cut it at 14 inches. Yes, I have tree toppers. They're big old bows, but I can add stuff, which I'm going to add stuff to this one whenever I'm done stacking it. And I'll show you how my tree topper bows will look. I'll move this aside for right now. And then this ribbon is going to be a 13 inch. But you want it to keep getting smaller as you go down. But you still want to be able to see them poke out from your loops, if that makes sense. I hear my grandmother's phone ringing. I'm over here at her house because her house has the best lighting. So then you got that one. And they'll just keep stacking as they go down. And then I'm going to put this one last, and it's going to be at 12 inches. And then you just ducktail like you did the rest of them. I do this the same way for my big bows. I just make the ribbon a whole lot longer for the tails. But if you don't do it this way, there ain't no big deal. I just find that it's easier to do my ducktails and my ribbon tails to look prettier whenever I do it like this and not so messy. So then you're going to take your bowdabra and your wire. You want to make sure you have enough where you can loop it up again. So you take your wire and you see the 2 slits. My bowdabra's broke. I have the Jakey bowdabra. I'm gonna go get me a new one today, but I broke the end off mine, so I have it held together by a rubber band, which is just as good in my opinion. There ain't nothing wrong with doing it like that. There ain't no sense in paying for $19 for another one whenever you can still use that one. A lot of times crafters want to go out and buy all the new stuff and all the big things just to be able to be like, oh, I have that too. Whenever if you ain't going to use it, there ain't really no point. Because I love my bowdabra. And if there ain't no reason of fixing it and changing it out, then I wouldn't do it. Alright. Then whenever you take your ribbon in, you want to pinch it together. Like this. I'm going to use the top of it. And you want to leave about an inch out to make sure it don't pull through. Then you take your ribbon and you twist. Just like that. Okay. And then you want to loop it. How I tell how big my loops is I line my bowdabra, line right there, and I go out 2 for the starting one, which would actually be 4. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4. So you want about a 4-inch bow for this type of wreath. And the bigger you go, the more room you need. I'm going to take it in. I'm just going to throw this to the floor, and whenever I need it again, I'll fix it. I'm going to do 4 loops with this ribbon, and then I will see if I want to do 4 of the next one. Then the same thing will be on this side. You just center it back up. You take it and you loop it. And you like this. Measure it out to the same length. Do that one. You take it and loop it and twist. Then you make another loop. That one was a little bit messy. This is my first time going live to show you how to make stuff. So I'm a little bit nervous. I'm not going to lie. But I'll learn as I go on. Because I plan on having lives 3 times a week. And I want to start uploading to YouTube. And I have all kinds of plans. I don't want a flower shop. I just like doing wreaths and swags. And that's what I'm good at. You just start all back over with your next ribbon. And you twist it. And then you bring it down. I use my fingers for this one. It's just easier to me. And then you see those little dots out there? I don't know. I'll readjust you again. See if that works. Alright. But you see those little dots? I'm going to take it and there. I'm going to just bring them out to those dots. That way whenever I put it up, it's going to get smaller as it goes on. Because you want to be able to stack and have everything nice and stacked and match your sides, so you ain't having odd size loops, which makes your bows a little bit difficult to understand. I'm debating if I want to go 1 more loop or if I'm going to leave it at 2. Thank you, June. My husband made fun of me because I said I'm going to make it Monday, wreath it Wednesday, and show y'all how to make a wreath, and floral Friday, and do some type of like arrangement for a tabletop or something on those days. I'm going to go ahead and add 1 more loop and just have it be a 3-loop wreath. Ribbon on this one and cut it back off. Which I may go get me some new scissors because those ones are starting to get dull. And whenever you have those scissors and they'll, I can never say this word right, rotary. If the circle blade, I ain't got mine with me where I would show you. The circle blade, and you're trying to cut mesh and stuff, it makes it dull. And it makes your mesh fray and stuff. So, anytime your scissors and your tools are starting to get dull, you need to replace it. But now on this one, I'm going to bring it out to right here on the this line. We're just going to keep going with the gingerbread man. Oh, I was wrong. This line is the one I'm going with. I was thinking that was really close to the edge and not where. Let's see. And there's all kinds of bow makers. There's the Easy Bow Maker, the Bowdabra. I have this one I got from Hobby Lobby, but it was not my favorite. I don't even think I have it anymore, but it was all metal. It was hard to use for me, personally. The Bowdabra is what I found to be the easiest. Okay. And then on my pink, I'm just going to go one loop. So I'm just going to fold it over and cut it, and it'll give you the, oh, I did that wrong. I'm sorry, I just got a message pop up and block my chat. Thank you. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of dealing with your hands getting burnt, and I hear kids screaming. Never mind, I hear my grandmother screaming. I hope she doesn't come in here. Okay, that's the end of the bow stack. And then you see this wire right here? I'm going to take that up and through my Bowdabra loops. I'm making a bow to go on the wreath I'm going to do a giveaway on. Just hang on. At the end of this, I'm going to tell you the giveaway rules and the new schedules and all that. Alright, I don't know if you can see, but I'm going to bring it up. There's like a little loop with the wire right there. You're going to pull that tight and just wiggle it back and forth to make sure whenever you pick up your bow stack, it ain't going to fall apart. Okay. And then I like to give it a couple more whenever I pick it up. And then I take my wire and I separate it and I wrap it around like this, both sides, and then I grab it in the back and just twist the bow itself. Make sure it gets really tight. Okay, now to fluff it. They also sell fluffing stuff, but I don't have a fluffer. I just do it by hand. See? Work it down as you go. And you just pull them all apart. So as you're building, it's getting bigger and you're able to see all the ribbon and not just certain ones. I'm going to put this one over here. I don't like to have the same ribbon beside each other if I can help it. And if y'all don't mind sharing, I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to get my page to grow, to have a bigger audience, and of course with more audience you get more sales, and I'm trying to be able to keep this as my full-time job and not just as it is right now. Okay, now I'm just pulling all the tails out. So you don't want the two whites to be side by side. You want them, the brown and plain up. And then the pink will go over here on this side in the middle. And don't be afraid to pull, because this wire is not going to go nowhere. It's going to stay there. And then on this side, I'm going to take my pink all the way around to this way and leave it there. And then go white towards that pink, white towards that pink, and then brown in the middle. Okay, and then that's my bow so far. I like to add little extras in them. You don't have to. I just think it makes your bows look better and fuller. And thank you so much. And whenever you're making your bows for wreaths and stuff, you want a little bit of extra. I like to be extra whenever I make my wreaths. I don't know how to make a thin wreath, and I don't know how to make a small bow. Well, I'm sure I could learn how to make a small bow, but I never do. They always end up being full. But, so you just add a little cookie, and then I got these little pink candies. I took off of a pick. And I'm gonna add it in right there. And then I got these cupcakes I bought out of the Walmart's Christmas decoration aisle. I'm gonna add a couple cupcakes on her. To it. Maybe right there. I just glue it on and then stick it in. Yeah, I'm gonna add a green to pull out the green and the candy. I'm gonna add it right there though. Yeah. The glue's hot. Of course it's gonna be hot because it's hot, but sometimes I get too impatient. I put my fingers on there and I end up with big old burns all over my hands. And that happens. That's one of them from it. What do y'all think? Should we leave it like this or... Let's add another candy. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Nikki. I added one right there. Okay. If needed, I'll just add more. Okay. I'm bringing back down our wreath now. I have to trim it first. And then your wires. I've lost them. But there they are. See, there's your wires. And then you just take your bow. And I want it up and under my sign a little bit. Pull it that way. And your mesh is strong if you're doing this to make wreaths, so you can just poke it right through your mesh. It ain't gonna hurt it. I poke a lot of stuff right through my mesh just to be able to make it go through and be able to be secure. But sometimes hot glue ain't the best option for stuff. Like when you're attaching a sign, you need to staple the back of the sign with pipe cleaners to tie it in. And don't rely on glue because glue melts in the sun and things will fall off your wreath. So some things like bows and signs, a little bit of your heavier stuff, you need to secure with this cupcake. This cupcake's tied in, so it ain't gonna hurt nothing. Gotta twist that ribbon around. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna set it back up. Hello, Delilah. And then I'm gonna see how she looks. Oh, I'm shaking. And then, yeah. I'm gonna, just to make sure it stays upwards, I'm gonna put a little bit of my ribbon down onto the sign. Whenever you buy a wreath from me and it's mailed, I always poof my bows before you get them, but they meant to be repoofed after you get them and stuff. So I cannot wait to get my me bow. It's gonna make life feed so much easier than having to deal with this big old heavy camera thing. But that's a present to myself that I'm gonna have to save up for because I can't afford it right now. They are outrageous. I know this wasn't supposed to be a wreath video, but it's kind of turned into one a little bit. I like my wreaths looking full and big and not missing anything. Hang on, I have one more sucker I can add. Okay. I got these at Michael's. And all my ribbon is from Craft Outlet, by the way. The ribbon, the gingerbread man is all from Craft Outlet, and the mesh. Don't buy your mesh from Hobby Lobby, it frays way too easily. The cookies, the suckers, the little pink candies, the cupcakes is all from either Hobby Lobby or Michael's. What do you think? And the cupcake, the mini cupcakes is from the dollar store. I mean, not dollar store, but Walmart. I buy a lot of stuff from the dollar store for my wreaths too. I always like to save a little bit whenever I can for them. It makes the price of my wreaths a lot lower than if I went all out and just bought from big expensive retailers and stuff. And I don't like to charge an arm and a leg for my wreaths. Some people does. That's their choice and that's their opinion. I love doing this and I like making them affordable to where other people can buy them and not be out, especially now with COVID. I've seen some wreaths that was like $250 that look nothing more than like this one does. Thank you, Beverly. So just a personal preference. I try to keep my prices low unless I have to spend a little bit more on materials, which drives up the price. So, this is the finished wreath. This is my Thanksgiving. I'm going to set it up this way. Hello, Shauna, Sharon, Tiffany. I'm going to hold my gingerbread man and then I'm going to tell you about the giveaway. This, I'm going to let it quit shaking, is the giveaway wreath for Thanksgiving and as a thank you for helping my page grow and be able to have all the orders I've gotten lately and everything that's happening with Cindy's Wreaths couldn't be done without you all. I couldn't afford to be able to just be a wreath maker if it wasn't for you all buying the wreaths from me. So this is my thank you present to you all. Now to enter, I need you to tag 3 friends in the comment section